Every day, the weight of the world crashes down harder on those who dare to build, to create, to lead. The sleepless nights, the endless hustle, the constant pressure of breaking through barriers that seem to grow taller with every step forward. These aren't just challenges. They're brutal battles fought alone. For many founders, investors, leaders, professionals, the very people who move markets and innovate futures, it feels like running in a maze designed not for winners, but for the mediocre. Rules stacked against risk-takers, systems that reward fitting in, not standing out. A promise of freedom that feels more like chains wrapped in velvet. It's exhausting. It's lonely. It can make anyone doubt if the fight is worth it. Look around. The world says this is capitalism. But is it? Capitalism came with a promise. Freedom to create, to grow, to unleash potential. Yet what's been sold often feels like the opposite. Restrictions disguised as markets, competition twisted into isolation, innovation smothered by rules that protect the comfortable, not the courageous. The system was supposed to serve the exceptional, but instead, it sidelines them, even as it counts on their brilliance. Every day, the greatest ideas and the sharpest minds are boxed in by outdated assumptions, suffocated by slow-moving institutions built on compromise, not courage. The result? Talents misaligned, efforts wasted, opportunities lost like whispers in a storm. But here's the truth you might not hear anywhere else. The problem isn't capitalism itself. It's how capitalism has been imagined, constrained, and sold to the masses as a neat, safe package. The real capitalism, the capitalism that honors human potential, ingenuity, and drive, was never meant to fit inside these walls. What if the system you know isn't the final form? What if capitalism, in its rawest, purest form, is not broken, but just waiting to be rebuilt from the edge? Waiting for people like you, who see beyond the noise, who refuse to accept complacency, who are ready to tear down the walls and build something new, something unstoppable. Imagine a capitalism that doesn't ask you to compromise your fire to fit in. A system built not on competition alone, but on fierce collaboration between the exceptional. Where the rare find each other, connect, and amplify their power. Where brilliant founders and investors don't work in silos, but form tight networks of trust, challenge, and radical support. That kind of capitalism doesn't reward mediocrity dressed as safety. It honors discomfort as the fuel for growth. It does not bow to consensus, but to relentless questioning. This is capitalism reimagined, alive, raw, and explosive, just like the potential inside of you. The greatest breakthrough isn't just a better product or a faster scaling company. It's rejecting the easy path of following the old script. It's about shedding the layers of rules and comfort that society presses on you like a uniform. You are not meant to be a cog in the machine. You are meant to disrupt the machine entirely. This means making brutal choices, choosing who you align with carefully, because not all company is created equal. Blending patience with urgency, knowing when to move fast and when to lay the groundwork unseen. It means a ruthless commitment to your vision, even when that vision looks like a spark in the dark. Because every empire, every revolution, every leap forward starts as a spark. But most lose it chasing fleeting applause, quick wins, or the approval of people who don't understand the fire. This new capitalism demands fierce sovereignty of the individual. Your will must become your weapon. Your ability to think critically, question absolutely everything, is your shield. The freedom you seek isn't handed down or granted. It's forged in defiance. It's in every decision to say no to complacency and yes to transformation, to redefine reality itself. And maybe most importantly, To recognize that your power grows not by standing alone, but by blazing alongside others who burn just as bright. Those few who refuse to settle. Those rare individuals misaligned by the world, but aligned perfectly with each other. Connect with them. Nurture that web of radical collaboration. Because that's where the future is made, where the impossible becomes inevitable. Ask yourself this: how much longer will it make sense to play by rules that don't exist to help you? How many more ideas will fade because you didn't have the right partner, the right network, the right ecosystem? The truth is clear. The infrastructure for the exceptional doesn't exist today, but it can, and it must. Not a community, not a market, but an autonomous force where brilliance converges without compromise. A place where difference is strength, where contrast creates synergy, where singular vision becomes unstoppable force. The game changes when you stop trying to win in the old arena and start creating a new one, completely owned by those with fire in their veins and ice in their minds. You might feel isolated now, the rare one in a sea of sameness. But that isolation is just the system's last defense. They want you tiny, compliant, quiet. But the truth is brutal. Freedom isn't comfortable. It isn't safe. It's a constant battle against everything that wants to keep you small, average, boxed in. The comfort you've been handed is a trap disguised as freedom. Real freedom that unlocks unlimited potential means burning your old parts to ash and rising, relentless, to build a new self, a new reality. Not just for you, but for every founder, every investor, every visionary who refuses to settle for less. This is the path of becoming, a path littered with sacrifice, but paved with power. Stop pretending the world is fair, that everyone has the same shot, that success won't demand everything from you. Wake up to this truth. Progress comes from the edge, not the center. It comes from the rejects, the rebels, the relentless few who refuse to bow. Be those few. Be the one who questions authority not to destroy, but to liberate. Be the one who dares to reinvent capitalism as a force of breakthroughs, not bureaucracies, of individuals, not institutions, of fire, not ice. Change won't come by tweaking what exists. It will come by rebuilding on new foundations laid by those who refuse to wait. This is no call to ease or comfort. It's a call to awaken the primal hunger inside you. A hunger to be more than a number, a title, a statistic. To become a force no system can contain. To find those rare links that turn solitary brilliance into catalytic power. The unlimited potential buried beneath layers of compromise is there, waiting for the courage to dig it up. You don't have to live a borrowed life, a boxed future, a scripted dream written by someone else. Your reality is yours to reimagine, to reclaim, to transform. So rise, not because the system allows it, but because you refuse to stay lost in it. Reject the lies disguised as promises. Defy the rules designed to enslave. Find the few who burn like you. Join forces. Build networks that cannot be controlled, cannot be ignored, cannot fail. Because when those few come together, they don't just change markets, they remake the world. Unlimited potential isn't a dream. It's waiting on the other side of reimagined capitalism. A capitalism that lives and breathes the strength of the individual unleashed, aligned with the rare, the radical, the revolutionary. The question isn't if this world is possible. It's will you be part of the few who dare make it real?